This week, we talk about some silly new ads. We discuss body fat and how it relates to TDEE, and it hurt my back. Now what? Let's get into it. Hey, Dewey. I thought I was invincible. Turns out I'm vincible.
You're sortistitious?
Exactly. I'm not superstitious. I'm sortistitious. Oh, yeah.
Not superstitious. Well, I'm sortistitious.
Kind of stitious. Yeah, we'll get into my injury.
Cold labia.
The injury.
Sorry, that was sexist.
You don't know. You can't assume what I got going on down there. You never know these days.
I'm going to have to take your word for
it. All right. Well, this is kind of a ranty week. Okay. Because I kept getting fed these ads, and you know how the algorithms work on these social media things, right? You know, when you're searching for diet stuff, nutrition stuff, they just start serving you up all this crap.
Wait. That's why like every third ad in Facebook is for Pornhub.
Well, I didn't
even think of that.
I don't know what you look at. But
I didn't even think. Man,
yeah,
funny.
Right. It's they got you dialed. They know you better than yourself.
I'm kidding, by the way. That would never end up on Facebook.
It's for Grindr.
Yep. You know me.
So
why would you need Grindr?
All you have to do is just go over here.
Yeah.
That's it.
There aren't very many of us.
Okay, so, and it's the nutrition and fitness space is just full of BS. God, it's everywhere.
And you wonder why people just go, fuck it.
Yeah, so
I give up.
And I got served like a heaping helping of BS ads this week that were just enraging
Let's
me.
see them.
Okay, so I got one here. Now, well, no, actually, before we get into that, I wanted to give some props.
Speaking of Grindr.
Do you know who Grant Cardone is?
That looks like his profile picture for Grindr.
Well, this is actually a fitness coach dude that was just kind of calling him out as, it's like, hey, check this dude out. He's 63. He's a big real estate guy. He buys big apartment buildings. And
that's not who we're talking about in the picture?
This is Grant Cardone in the picture. But Mauro Stara is a fitness coach dude that coached a guy I know.
Okay.
But the connection is he coached a real estate investor I know. So that's how they got, that's the overlap of the Venn diagram.
Gotcha.
So anyways, Grant, he's a famous dude. You know, he's got a big YouTube show and podcast and Zone G6 or whatever private jets are called these days.
But he's not a fitness guy, right?
No, he's a real estate guy. The guy in the
yeah,
picture.
yeah. I know.
Just a real estate dude.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually I think he might be a Scientologist. Funny aside there. But he never, barely ever talks about it. He's kind of on the
pathetic aside.
He's on the DL about it, kind of. I don't know. It's weird. There's a, I don't know if you watched the documentary with Leah Remini, where she talks about
Mel did
how they just follow you around and
she was disturbed,
completely just stalk you and won't let you leave and all that crap.
Yeah, Mel was really bothered by it, and then Tom Cruise shit. And
yeah, it's weird, man. And then the wife of David Miscavige, who's the Grand Dragon or whatever. She hasn't been seen in a decade.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but I'm thinking of the Bill Burr bit when he's like, when I was a kid, we grew up with going to church and Jesus Christ was this holy figure and then you got Scientology and their Jesus Christ is just some guy wearing Dockers and there's footage, video of him stubbing his toe.
Right. Yeah. Well, science fiction writer.
Laughing.
I mean,
right.
Well, and then if you get into it once you reach the 800th level of, which means you donated a few million, then you realize that it's some alien named Xenu.
Yeah.
You
buy your way there, right?
And then you're too far in because they've already recorded you. They have tons of tapes of blackmail material because you've confessed your deepest, darkest sins.
Oh,
so you're auditing sessions, and then you've bought in $1 zillion, and then they pull a big reveal and go, "Oh, it's an alien." And then you're like, "Shit."
And that's after all all those eyes wide shut parties. And
yeah, exactly. So
that's the only reason I'd join.
Right. So it's I don't know what the hell's going on, but they do share a trait they get shit done, right? These Scientologists don't give up.
Fair.
So, I guess that's not all bad.
Well,
So shout out to Grant Cardone
CrossFit's
for
kind
being
of a
63 and
religion.
looking good. That's all I wanted to say on that. I saw the picture and I'm like, damn, look at this guy.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, he's looking good. Okay, so anyways, in my Facebook travels, so here, this one annoyed me. Okay, let's just watch this ad. Notice anything about those people?
They're chubby. For a bigger figure.
They have freaking mattresses now, dude, for fat people because we've descended. We've just given up fully as a society rather than lose weight and get healthier. It's like, nah, F it. Let's just lean into it. Buy a
That's gonna go.
bigger mattress.
My one rant, my anecdotal rant, I'm going to go on right now because it's still fresh in my mind. And I'm not even mad.
It's called Big Fig. I mean, that's even insultingly named.
It is kind of.
Big Fig. And they got the chubsters just rolling around in here.
And they got Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star playing.
Oh my God. Big Fig, the mattress for a bigger figure.
I think they should buy.
Oh, God.
I think they should pay whatever they possibly can for not for the physique reasons, but they should pay no matter how much it costs to put that right first commercial in like a Pat Robertson or a Joel Osteen broadcast.
Oh, is that two dudes, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I thought it was just a chubby lady.
Whatever.
Again, I was just looking at the horrificness of the bodies. Oh, it is a dude. Oh, he's got earrings. That's what threw me off.
You're in a band. You don't care about earrings.
I know. I had earrings for a long time.
It's all coming together.
And when I was at the height of my long hair and we'd be changing because when we're playing in these clubs, you'd be in the bathroom changing in the guy's bathroom, right? And then dudes would walk in and go, "Sorry, ma'am, sorry," because we were 130 pounds.
Yeah, if you looked like a man and you had long
ass,
hair, they wouldn't say that.
earrings.
But if you're skinny and you have long hair, they're like,
sorry, ma'am. And they, because they were in these small town bars in North Dakota,
You're lucky that's the direction it took.
They were confused.
You're lucky it wasn't.
Well, I got a couple of those. Oh, I got a couple of those too.
Lock
one
the
guy,
door.
Yeah, well, I remember one guy specifically in Brainerd wanted to just beat my ass because I look like
No. I'm not talking about beating your ass.
Oh,
well,
I
I am
love
sort of, I guess.
Well, maybe he was just fighting his urges, but
Right. Most people who are homophobic are just fighting urges.
yeah. So I see again, I don't see color. I didn't even see gender. I didn't even know that was two dudes
Sexuality.
until now,
Those two different
or
things.
whatever.
But no, my rant first because it goes along with this.
Big Fig.
It doesn't go along with this ad. It goes along with what you said of we've just given up. Mm-hmm. So I obviously put some effort and care about my hair. In case you haven't noticed. And we were going back and forth with some buddies. And one of them's like, "It's embarrassing. You're so gay."
Because you cared about your hair.
Well, and then I went on and I said, "Dude, I am never, ever, ever, ever going to fucking apologize for caring about my appearance." I said, "I want a lean athletic build. I want a decent haircut, and I'm going to wear decent clothes. I'll never apologize for that. Just because you've given up on life."
And 1 + 1 + 1 = gay, right? That was his equation.
That's his equation. And then it hearkened me back to a time when I heard a female say, "Why can't I find a straight man who takes care of himself like a gay man?"
Mm-hmm. Well, being a straight dude who doesn't care that much about that stuff, is that I'm going to be careful here. Is that the, the data? Does the data prove that out? That gay dudes like definitely are more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands down.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Then that's why you get called. That's why you get lumped in then, because you're
for sure.
exhibiting the behavior that they associate with that.
Absolutely. No, I get it. I just usually,
and you're holding hands with that dude.
Right.
That's what threw him off.
Right. Yeah. That's a curveball. But what they don't understand is that's a compliment.
It benefits you as a straight dude.
Right.
Because you're more attractive to females.
And
yeah. So it doesn't make
it's
sense.
It's a compliment to me. They're like, man, you look good. You're gay. Sorry. I'll just start eating like shit and stop working out and just shave, get like a number 3, all one length all around my head. And just give up.
Just throw the backwards baseball hat on.
Just give up on life.
Call it good.
Just be George Costanza.
Yep. Yeah, it's.
But at least I'll be a man's man.
Right.
With.
Yeah. Well, again, that's
BMI of 50.
That's just like when people give you shit about working out all the time.
It's deflecting.
All it is them not wanting to admit what they're not accomplishing.
Right.
That's all it is.
For sure.
It's just 100% that.
Yep.
That's why when I see some dude who's like, dressed to the nines, I don't even care.
Right.
Whatever.
Good for him. Yeah. Right.
People do what you want. Okay, so that was Dewey's rant.
Yeah.
Here's another one I saw. Okay, so the mattress for fat people annoyed the crap out of me. Big fig. Okay, now this one was just deceptive as hell, okay?
How do you explain to your wife when you're searching all this shit? If she goes into your search history, she's going to be like, I knew it.
Well, okay, so the product, it's called Alpha Lion. Okay, now here's all the claims they make. What can a daily serving of dad bod destroyer stack do for your body? So they're targeting, I'm sure they just, when they do their ads, it's dudes from 20 to 60, males, whatever, and then they just, boom, they pay just zillions to have it served up.
It's all marketing, and you're probably just taking capsules of ground dandelion.
Okay, so look at all the claims they make. Help build lean muscle. Help use up fat for energy. I mean, just silly. Reduce cravings by up to 69%. Do you think that's Freudian?
Dude, no. I was sitting there, and they're sitting in there. What percentage should we make up? 69. Why wouldn't you use 69?
It's like, yeah bro. High five. Oh, completely.
Because why wouldn't you? If
they just pulled that number out of their ass.
If that was the data that ended up coming out as the craving, why wouldn't you go, dude? Let's just round up. 70 looks so much better.
Right.
No. They picked 69.
Oh, they did. Okay, boost metabolism. Well, it's just
relative,
arbitrary.
Yeah, it
completely
means
just pulled out of their ass. Means nothing. Maximize workout performance. What the fuck does that even mean?
Prove it.
Get better quality sleep. How? It's probably just all caffeine, anyways. Boost muscle recovery.
If there's creatine in it, they could say that.
Okay, now let's watch this ad and just
and
tell me what you.
That's the sort of soft Bradley Cooper is the one they pick.
Yep. Well, just watch the ad.
Okay.
Destroy that dad bod in 2022.
Oh yeah,
and then ripped.
92 clinical
Chris
studies
Pratt,
to help men
then
with
ripped.
10 to
Chris Pratt,
25
fat then
pounds
ripped. The guy from
of
Sunny.
unwanted fat.
Fat
the
then
stack
ripped.
works in 3 simple steps. Step 1: more calories out. Destroy stubborn fat cells and convert unwanted fat into energy by taking a mouth-watering scoop of superhuman burn
Hulk
before every
juice?
workout.
I don't think that
Step
means what you
less
think it
calories
means.
in. Pop a cravings killer before lunch and dinner and experience up to 65%.
Okay, so far they got you a pre-workout, then they got you a cravings killer. So they're on 2 things before it's even lunchtime.
If I asked Mel if she wanted some Hulk juice, she'd slap me.
65% less cravings and a 69% reduction in appetite. They're not done yet, though.
Less cravings and a 69% reduction in appetite in 2 weeks. Step 3: sleep like a fat-burning baby. Take Nightburn 15 minutes before bed and experience even more fat loss while you get the best sleep of your life. With over 200,000 satisfied customers and the supplement industry's first 365-day money-back guarantee, Alpha Lion has got your back. click below and for a limited time, lock in a mega discount and secure 4 free bonus items valued at over $200. Like a fat-burning baby.
They have-
I gotta show the products. I gotta show 3 products here
and
again.
experience even
have,
more
like,
fat loss while you get the best sleep of your life.
87
With over
cents
200,000 satisfied
invested in
customers
that
and the
bottle.
supplement industry's
Okay. So, according to them, this is what they want you to take every day. The Superhuman Burn Hulk Juice, that's the pre-workout, high-octane pre-workout. The Cravings Killer, which reduces your appetite. And then the Night Burn, which burns fat while you sleep. How many dudes are buying this going, well, next stop,
At least I don't have
SEAL
to work.
Team 6.
At least I don't have to work out.
Yeah,
Go from
exactly.
Meal Team 6 to SEAL Team 6.
Right, exactly. The deceptive bullshit. Okay, they got Bradley Cooper, Chris Pratt, and the guy from It's Sunny in Philadelphia, who all underwent massive steroid-assisted transformations
Under doctor supervision.
Yeah. And millions of dollars at their disposal. And that's the example. Like, this is what is representative of people that take their product.
Right.
Give me a break. And then the way it's all fire and it's like totally like going for bros,
And it's
right?
the guy's got the shitty radio guy voice.
Yeah. Superhuman Burn, Hulk Juice, Cravings Killer, Night Burn, Alpha Lion. I mean, they're just like, it's just dripping with this appeal to masculinity stuff, which is, I'm sure it works, obviously. Otherwise, why would all these products exist?
Right.
But it's just totally appealing to that want everything quick, want the magic bullet, not want to do the actual work. Because, I could just put a picture of a steak up and then list all these same things.
Right. You could put glue and list those things.
Right. But if you wanted to put up a product that actually does
Actually
these
does the
things.
things, right.
Yeah, like, okay, eat this, then point at a steak, and then it's really about how much of it you're going to eat. That's where the, the satiety, the fat burning, all that crap comes into play. It's definitely not a giant pre-workout scoop of Hulk juice. And the Night Burn crap, what a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
I mean, you just, you take this pill and then you burn a bunch of fat while you sleep.
But
How?
my favorite.
Explain that.
Here's a default for anyone out there. Well, how do we know that it's a scam? How can we differentiate? You want to know what a good tell is? Besides all the bullshit promises, look at the serving size.
Okay.
I bet you money I bet you a bottle of Night Burn.
Let's see if we can find their website.
That Night Burn is the serving size on the Night Burn. I bet it's 4 tabs. You know why? Because it's only going to last you like 10 days.
They have Gaines candy. That's freaking hilarious.
So embarrassed for them.
Superhuman Shred Stack.
There's a Night Burn.
Superhuman Scorch.
All
right, let's look at it.
See if it's got a.
Do they dare put any of the information on the website though? Because if you actually see this crap, you're not going to want to buy it. Look at that. You can't. Okay, let's see if we can find. Okay, here's the supplement facts. Serving size 2 capsules. Servings per container 30. Well, and it doesn't say how.
Oh, there it is. Serving size. Oh, it's only 2 caps. I lost that bet.
Well, but how big are they though? Are they like horse sized?
Right.
Right.
What's in it?
Okay. Xylaria. Look at like trademark. It's even got the ingredient trademark. Wow, they really got this shit figured out.
Calorie burn is trademarked.
Vital burn. Like that's an ingredient. That's labeled as a freaking ingredient.
Yeah.
Calora burn GP. Holy shit. So they actually can brand the ingredients on top of whatever its chemical bullshit name is. Wow. And then melatonin 3 milligrams. That's probably the only thing actually
puts
doing
you to
anything.
Sleep. Right.
Yeah, that's the Night Burn. Oh, that stuff's so good after it's got Night Burn.
Hold on, I'm going to look that up.
Oh my God.
Go back up.
Okay.
I'm going to do amino.
Which one are you trying to type in? This one? Aminoous butyric acid.
Yeah. So if you just exercise, you can get it naturally.
Exactly. Well, we don't want to do that though.
Right.
We want to take pre-workout, Hulk juice, Craving Killer, and and
juice.
Nightburn. So, wow.
How about some Hulk juice?
Let's look. Let's see how much this shit costs too. Okay, so like the pre-workout.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't cost. It pays.
Okay,
$65.
that's the lowest version.
Oh,
The cheapest version of it. Long-lasting energy, Hulk juice.
we can get 2 bottles for $117.
Wow.
What a
Subscribe
bo-
and save $55 a bottle.
What
And
a
you know they're
bargain.
just freaking white labeling
Oh,
this shit.
for sure.
They got this off of freaking what's that Chinese Alpha or what's that Chinese Alibaba or whatever. It's like the Chinese wholesaling site where you can just buy anything.
Yeah,
like
I
when you look
found-
at workout pants, they're all the same. They just basically stick their name on. I don't know. It's probably the exact same workout pant.
Oh, for sure.
But they literally just sell it on their website versus the other guys, and they charge $80 if it's a popular influencer.
I'm looking into white labeling right now for Next 40, and I don't want to give it away, but we don't have really very many listeners, anyways. But the margins are obscene.
Oh yeah,
Like if that's $55,
yeah. What are they paying wholesale when they buy a
15.
case of them?
15.
Yeah, right.
You don't even buy them.
Well, right. You
It's
just
direct ship
you just advertise. They put it in, and then it just gets shipped from China to wherever they are.
to the dude.
Yeah.
They just go, oh, this one comes from Next 40, and they grab the Next 40 stickers and go.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing that's super annoying of this. I mean, do they even have the rights to use these guys' likenesses, like Chris Pratt and
Well,
Bradley
probably not.
Cooper?
They
And
just probably haven't been shut down yet.
I mean, how can they get away with using those guys in ads? I mean, that's pretty crazy.
You know
So-
what? God, sorry, my fucking yawning is out of control today. You
Did
know
you
what
take
though?
Nightburn before you
Probably.
ready to sleep like a baby?
Now my sleep has been crazy. I've been going to bed at like 8:30, waking up at 3:30. It's weird.
It's Jocko style.
When I reset last night, I forced myself to stay up to like 10:15. Mel goes, "Are you drunk?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "You're acting goofy as shit." And I'm like, "All right, fine."
'Cause
I'll
you're
go to
way
bed."
sleepy.
Oh, I'm just way sleepy. I said, "This is why they compared being super tired driving to drunk driving."
Oh yeah.
But anyways, that's why I'm yawning. And completely forgot what I was talking about.
Oh, white labeling.
Still?
Yeah, you're talking about white labeling stuff, and then it's all shipped over from just drop ship, whatever. Okay, so here's
I'll think of something.
I found another ad. Okay, so if you've seen this guy, it's the V-Shred guy
All the time.
on YouTube. He's,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a fine-looking specimen, right? So
Yeah,
the
he's fit
perfect
as fuck.
face.
But
Perfect
he's the
face for this
perfect
shit.
example of, I saw a parody influencer video the other day, and it's like, and I've been saying this for years. Talk about pet fucking peeve. It drives me batty when you go on Instagram and you see these fitness influencers and she or he is doing jumping jacks and into a burpee
Right.
and then jumping up and then back into a burpee and then into the skiers and then the mountain climbers.
Right.
That's not how they got that fucking body.
Oh, hell no.
They were lifting heavy ass weights.
Yeah. That's a small part
This is
of
my
it.
in-home workout. You can look just like me. You just left Gold's Gym,
Right.
benching 400 pounds,
Exactly.
eating red meat.
Well, and this V-Shred guy, this guy.
That's him.
Vince. Yeah.
He's fake.
His name's Vince.
He doesn't do this shit.
He's a complete fake. In fact, when he started getting on YouTube, there's a whole bunch of videos of like people just hate this guy, right? Yeah. And,
He's super annoying.
well, because he basically ripped people off. Like he ripped off the Alpha or the Lean. What's that Alpha Lean guy? The guy that's
Alpha
like,
X,
yeah, the guy
Alpha
that's
X Lean or whatever.
whatever.
Yeah.
The dude that's like he's in his
Athlete
40s.
X.
Athlete X, yeah.
Yeah.
He's in his like 40s, but he's like super
Yeah.
low
Yep.
body fat. This guy basically almost word for word would imitate his videos.
Really?
So he'd be like, "Here's how you do it, whatever," and then it would be like, and some guy compared him back to back,
Oh, no.
and he was like stealing his exact script. And then when he got busted for that, then he just started making up weird exercises that were super dangerous, like grabbing heavy dumbbells like this, like where it's gonna like totally cranking your wrist and doing weird stuff, just because he had to come up with something new.
Bosa balls, standing curls.
So, anyways, this ad just I got served up this. I don't even know for sure what this is. Okay, it says stop eating these foods to skyrocket your test. Again, so they're talking about the testosterone thing, appeal to the males. Okay, let's watch what he says.
The best way to burn fat and get shredded is not keto, not paleo, it's not vegan, it's not carnivore,
And hanging barbell dumbbell curls.
Intense exercises like this.
I really started to see definition in my stomach, slimming down in the stomach area, and I'm bulking up on the chest and the shoulders and the arms. More definition, I see them getting larger.
My body composition changed big time.
Because I'm taking 1,000 milliliters of
that I've never
tren.
had muscle before. Strength where I've never had strength before.
There's a couple foods that you're probably eating right now that actually kill a man's testosterone. And these are actually foods that people usually call healthy food. And once you cut these foods out, having more energy and more focus and more motivation and higher...
Because he just called out the egg. Right, he like positioned the egg like that's the bad thing, and then the other thing that was complete bullshit lie was he goes, and you were kind of talking over it. He goes, it's not keto, it's not paleo, it's not whatever, and he goes, and it's definitely not intense exercises like this. That's exactly the only thing that does it is intense exercise,
And probably those diets.
right? Exactly. And this guy's going, it's not that, it's not that. It's
Right.
like you got to quit eating these eggs. What the fuck? Shut up, dude.
a man's testosterone. And these are actually foods that people usually call healthy food. And once you cut these foods out, having more energy and more focus and more motivation and higher libido and getting in shape all just becomes natural. And so I made a free video that shows you what these foods are. If you're struggling with any of that, hit the link below this video right now and let me show you.
So it's all just a funnel. Okay.
The best way
It's all just a sales funnel.
Look at the bottom right corner.
1 million views. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy. Sculpt Nation. So we got to go check this out now.
So this is him now?
Well,
Or
I don't know.
Did Sculpt Nation hire him?
I mean, okay, yeah, vshred.fit. So vshred is his whole umbrella company or whatever. And I don't know if Sculpt Nation is like the bigger organization, but yeah, it's like got 3 million followers, you know, and he's got a shit ton of YouTube.
You know why he's got 3 million followers?
'Cause he's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, look at his
That's
pictures.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's the perfect face for this kind of crap.
right.
But people think that if they just watch his video and avoid the foods he says, you're going to get a giant chest and slimmer midsection without the intense exercises or any of those special diets.
For $15 a month. And what's $15 a month by times even half of those million views?
Oh, God. Yeah, the money they're making is insane. So, yeah, all that is just a funnel. Okay, then you get over and then, you know. At least Facebook tried to warn me. Are you sure you want to follow this link? It's probably spam and bullshit. See there. And the end game is always this.
Burn fat.
You know, sell the supplements for $50 a pop that he, like you said, that he bought for 15 and doesn't even have to have a warehouse for.
Right.
You know, just labels them. I mean, this is probably the same exact shit that's in Nightburn.
Right.
It's just got a different label on it. So they hire a designer to, you know, make sure their colors and their branding gets on it. And then you get some hot models that definitely got that way because they did the intense exercise.
Right.
It did the exact opposite of what the fuck he was saying in the intro video. Because really, they're just appealing to your standard Joe cubicles, you know.
So now, what portion? Here's the funny thing. What portion of the people who said sitting up late at night, their girlfriend just dumped him for some buff dude? He's
For the local Vince.
He's a fat slob, and he's like, I'm gonna show her, and he's up late at night crying in his tacos. And sees this ad in between watching porn.
Yep.
And says, Burn Evolved. Oh, I'm going to show her. And then orders it.
Oh, yeah.
And spends $60. Maybe doesn't have a lot of money.
And then doesn't get fat, doesn't get skinny, so then he keeps buying it. No?
No, buys it and total fucking placebo effect and starts working out and starts, well, if I'm going to spend $60 on this sugar pill, I might as well start eating right. And then it ends up working.
You're talking about...
That's because I bought Burn Evolved.
No, you're talking about 0.1% of the people.
I don't think I am. I think that guy is probably 50% of the people, And then guess what happens? He meets another girl and he quits.
I think
he stops working out.
That's Dewey's story. My story of a theory of how this goes is that same guy watches this, buys it for a couple, 3 months, does not change a damn thing except for eating, adding these pills in. Nothing happens, and then just goes, fuck it. But V-Shred got his $150 out of the guy.
Yeah, but eventually you'd run out.
No, you just keep finding new dummies. I mean,
there's no shortage of those.
Right. Just, like you said, walk through West Acres, Are we getting any skinnier?
No.
I mean, there's a new obese person that just turned 18. How many times a day?
But you'd have to assume that
can order this on their own.
That guy did it for 3 months and quit because it didn't work. Well, if he fell for that one, he'll probably fall for the next one.
Exactly. Next thing he was like, "Oh, Burn Evolve. That's not the shit. I need Night Burn."
Right.
Not knowing it's the exact same product.
Came
from the same exact. Yep. Like remember in The Simpsons when it was Duff Light and Duff Dark. They're all out of the same pipe.
Yep.
That's exactly what this is. Just got a different label on it.
Right. And it looks scary.
Yep.
Like it's secret top, special forces.
Yeah, like it says, unlock your body's hidden triple thermogenic powers.
That's not even a thing.
The words they use. I mean, and I know I'm super skeptical and we're old and stuff, but I just can't believe people fall for this bullshit. Because I see this stuff and I'm instantly like, lies, scam, lies. But, obviously people are because he's got 3 million followers and a shit ton of YouTube views. And that's how they're making their millions is on selling these supplements and workout programs and all the other stuff.
But look at the weight. Isn't it just as simple as eating less calories and running more? No. Oh, so Evolve does work.
If only it were that easy.
Oh, it's not. So it does work. No, it's not that easy. It takes eating the right foods and lifting heavy weights and running. No. I just have to take this.
It says the reality, the ability to burn body fat without losing precious lean tone muscle is flat out difficult. For decades, it was almost impossible for most people until now because of their massive scientific breakthrough. It's like the moon landing. Oh my God. I mean, I'm just insulted by this. I can't read anymore. No. Okay, well, here's another one. Here's another crazy thing that I see all the time is these freaking ketones.
Exogenous ketones.
Okay, let's watch their little video here for their claims. Boost energy, blood
catchy
ketones,
little song.
Ignite keto, improve focus, mix, drink, ignite keto. Okay, somebody's doing yoga on a mountain. Buy now to ignite ketones, mix, drink, ignite. Okay. So, again, just a $40 instant exogenous ketone supplement.
So scroll down.
Basically, just to set up what this claims to do. You know how the goal when you're in keto is to achieve the spiritual creaminess state of ketosis, right? Which is in your body starts burning fat and running on the fat cells that are contained in your body instead of those evil carbs, right? For energy. So everybody wants to get into ketosis. And that's the goal. Well, what's better than just drinking some ketones?
Let's just take the easy way out.
But what I heard this perfectly explained to me is this is the equivalent of spraying sweat on you and saying, wow, that was a big workout. It's like, yes, you have the evidence of, like spraying your shirt down and walking out of the gym. Wow, I really put in the miles.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not, just because you're wet and you're sweaty, you didn't do the thing that your body needs it to do. You didn't, just because ketones are appearing on the pee strip,
right,
does not mean that your body's in ketosis.
Right.
You just have some ketones in your urine because you drank this crap.
And as we know, because of oxidative priority, it's not going to burn ketones if there's glucose available.
Right. So at best, this is doing nothing. And at worst, it's throwing you off.
Right.
So, but, people.
But it's an easy button. It's the dream. It's a magic pill.
It's an easy button.
It's a magic pill. People go.
1,123 ratings, and it's got 4 out of 5 stars. 4.1 out of 5.
These are they're magic beans, man.
Magic beans.
They are. It's sad.
So here's, just to read some of the claims. Get in and stay in ketosis. Ignite Keto helps your body shift into ketosis by providing you with pure and instant ketones that boost ketone levels within 30 minutes.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And
on the strip. And all the sweat I sprayed on myself really demonstrates that I'm had a great workout. Not. Yeah.
beta hydroxybutyrate salts increase physical and mental performance. Wait. Decrease cravings so you can function at your best in keto. If you're looking for beta hydroxybutyrate, you know what that is?
That's, and you'll tell me.
Ketones.
Right. Right. Exactly. That's what your brain generates when you're in ketosis, right?
They're trying to act smart.
Body. Yeah, exactly.
No, it's just a scientific name for a ketone.
Right. They're just calling it by the scientific word.
Yeah, and then calling it something else.
Yep. It's kind of like saying, don't you want to sprinkle this sodium, or what's the freaking...
Yeah, right.
For table salt, what's the... Sodium chloride or whatever.
Yeah, yep.
Don't you want to sprinkle some sodium chloride onto your meat to make it even more healthy?
It'll kill
sodium
you.
chloride.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
terrible, right?
Sounds chemical. Right. It's salt, idiot. I don't know if that's chemical.
Remember the T-shirt we made?
Yeah, right.
We even beta hydroxybutyrate,
Exactly,
bro.
Yep. Right. Yeah, that's what that is. So, yeah, another just total magic bean bullshit thing.
Well, it's the American dream.
Yep.
Can I buy the health benefits? Can I buy health?
Yep. So they found this
without
article.
having to do the work.
Yeah, exactly. Can you just? It's like hiring somebody to work out for you.
Right.
It's not
It's
Joe Jeeves. Go do those crunches.
right.
Well, it's
People
not
all
really
the
going to
time.
have the effect you want.
I tell people all the time: a lean, fit, attractive body, healthy first.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong, healthy
Yep.
first, but lean, healthy, attractive body is the only thing on the planet that you can't beg, borrow, or steal.
Right.
You can't.
You got to earn it.
Yep.
Yeah. The old-fashioned way. You earn it. So I found this article about exogenous ketone supplements work for weight loss. Ketogenic or keto diet is a very low-carb, high-fat diet. Being in the diet for several days puts your body into ketosis, a nutritional state characterized by raised blood ketones and weight loss. While the diet may provide benefits, it can also be difficult to follow consistently. Some suggest that ketone supplements mimic ketosis and raise blood ketone levels without changing your diet. However, that's not how your body interprets it. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of goes into, what happens when you're actually in ketosis. Okay, what are they? Okay, let's see. Thus, ketones found in supplements are
ketone
exogenous
salts.
ketones.
Beta hydroxybutyrate salts.
Right. So two main forms. Okay, there's salts and then there's esters. The keto is linked to another compound called an ester and packaged in liquid form. Keto and ester are used primarily in research and aren't as readily available. Okay. Yeah. So I'll post this article so people can kind of read, the science behind what they think.
Would you drink blood? No. Why wouldn't you?
Right.
Because my body fucking makes it.
Exactly.
Same reason I'm not going to
Right.
drink ketones.
Exactly. Yeah, do you want to drink? Here, drink this urine. You're not peeing enough.
Right.
Nah. Okay, so that's just some of the crazy, wacky things that piss me off.
I'm with you.
This is all in the last 3 or 4 days that I was serving up these ads. And it was just annoying the crap out of me.
It's been bad.
So I saw this. Our buddy Dr. Ted posted this thing, and I thought it was kind of interesting that we should talk about it. And I kind of need your help to talk through this a little bit. So what Ted Naiman says for the audio listeners is apparently body fat percentage is strongly inversely associated with relative total daily energy expenditure on a population basis, meaning like
100%.
just the whole
100%. If you go into your MyFitnessPal or Fat Secret and you type in, like sometimes when I rock, so for the people from Rio Linda, that's when you wear like a backpack with weight in it.
weighted vest. Or
Weighted
whatever.
vest, and then you go for an extended period of time at a fast pace.
Yep. It's like speed walking.
Yeah, speed walking with 40 pounds on your back.
Got it.
For 10 miles. So I'll go into my calorie tracker and go into my stats, and then I'll change my body weight to include the vest because I get a more accurate calorie burn.
Yeah. Okay. So now let me finish this tweet here, and then we'll go through the graphics here, and you can explain what's going on here. So it says relative TDEE, that's the total daily energy expenditure per kilogram relative. So that's relative TDE is an interesting metric that highlights the trade-off between a larger body with less activity versus a smaller body with more activity. Okay. And then he's got a couple graphics here. So let's see. Body fat percentage was strongly inversely associated with relative total daily energy expenditure. So basically, the bigger you are,
the more you burn.
The more you burn. Right.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, and now this one.
That seems commonsensical.
Right. Okay, so body size is the biggest determinant of basal metabolic rate. Larger people require more calories to function. That's obvious, right? People who are overweight have higher basal metabolisms compared to lean persons. Mm-hmm. Now, that's just because they require a lot more to get around, right?
Well, you're going to burn more calories. If I gave you a 50-pound vest and you had to wear it all day, you're going to burn more calories.
Yeah, okay.
Well, now it's not a vest. It's just fat.
Yep. It's going to be called that pretty soon, though.
Just my exercise vest.
Right.
I say that
I'm
all
not
the time.
fat, it's my exercise vest.
I say that at CrossFit all the time.
That's good.
They're like, how are those pull-ups? I said, they're hard for me. Well, they're hard for me, too. It's like, bullshit, I got a vest on. Right. They're like, you didn't wear a vest. I'm like, it's permanent.
Yeah, but you know what? I was thinking about that when I was doing my 31 chin-ups this morning. Got up to another one.
Nice.
But I was thinking, okay, fine. Yeah, you know, bigger, heavier dudes, it's harder.
Way harder.
But your muscles are bigger too, asshole.
My arms are longer, too. Distance
Same
traveled.
percentage. Your muscles are bigger.
Work across distance. Work across distance traveled.
So if your muscles are bigger, it should be easier. That's what I say.
I had the equation wrong. Weight across distance traveled equals work. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing more work.
Yeah, but your muscles are bigger. It should be easier.
They're bigger because
well,
I do more work.
We settled it. All right. So, okay. So, and then he's got a graphic here. It says, okay, for the same total daily expenditure. Okay. So let's see. Then it's the percentage that it's made. Okay. So the basal metabolic rate higher for the fat person, lower for the skinnier. Other movement. Okay, so exercise. So yeah, you basically have to move more as a skinny person to burn the same amount of calories. Say, but people with higher activity have higher relative energy expenditure and lower body fat. Higher body mass. Okay, so then it basically says choose either higher body mass with the same energy utilization with less movement due to larger body mass and higher basal metabolic rate. So he's basically saying the calories get burned just because of your massiveness.
Mm-hmm. For your organs to function and everything.
And then for lower body mass, same energy utilization requires more movement due to smaller body mass and lower basal metabolic rate.
You know what I think?
But it's a higher relative total daily energy expenditure kilocalorie per kilogram. So that's really what separates, you know, the leaner person being healthy. It's because they're burning more
relative.
So, even though their total number is lower, they're burning more calories per kilogram of body weight.
Relative to their body weight. Yep.
Makes sense.
Again, commonsensical.
Yeah.
I think Ted swung and missed on this one, but that's okay. Nobody's perfect.
What do you don't like about this?
It's super fucking common sense.
Yeah, but I just had to freaking think through it.
Oh, I got you.
I just had to think through it like I was fucking calculus, so shut up.
Right. Right. Well, there's lots of colors. I can see where it could be distracting.
So how do you apply this to daily? You know, what is your average Joe cubicle? You know, because I read this and I go, okay, calculus.
Depends on how much does Joe cubicle weigh?
Right, but how do you apply this? If let's say you're a fatty, right?
The fatty is how do you apply it? Is do lots of intense body weight movements in the beginning and you're going to burn a fuck ton of calories.
Or is it just basically you got to get lower body fat? because you're going to burn more per existing kilogram.
No. I see where you're going with this now.
Like, how does a regular person take this and apply it?
The takeaway, the takeaway for the regular person is if you're the blue guy and you're like,
which is the overweight.
Yep. Sorry, I forget people don't YouTube. If you're the overweight individual and you burn at rest, you burn 3,000 calories, and then you go, I'm only going to eat 2,000 a day. And you're going to 1,000 calories a day. You're going to burn 2 pounds a week.
Right.
Well, then what's going to end up happening? You're going to end up losing weight, and that 3,000 doesn't apply anymore.
Right. So
your caloric intake needs to go down as your weight goes down.
Right. And your metabolism will shut down accordingly.
Well, or you won't burn them because now you're the red guy.
Yep.
The skinny guy.
Right.
That's the takeaway. The takeaway is you have to adjust your caloric allowance for the day as you lose weight.
Right. Oh, now hey, he just summed it up. Let's see what he says versus what you just said.
Oh, take-home message.
Take-home message here is that if you wish you were thinner and or metabolically healthier and you are capable of but not taking advantage of walking 10K steps per day plus doing 30 minutes of hard cardio daily and resistance training twice a week, then you need to start all three.
Those are body weight things. And he's saying use your weight to your advantage and burn the calories.
Right. And he's a big proponent. Like, he doesn't do a lot of like heavy lifting stuff. He does like a lot of body weight.
Sure.
Because his claim is that if you go super hard doing chin-ups and push-ups and whatever else, like, you can look like him, which is ripped.
Sure.
You know, there's no denying he's ripped. 50, by the way.
The funny part is like super obese people, when they crash diet and they just go back gastric bypass or whatever.
Yep. Massive caloric restriction.
Yeah. And they lose all of that excess adipose tissue, and they actually get somewhat lean. They're strong as fuck from carrying all that fat
They
around.
had to carry around a bunch of weight.
Yeah. So they got like big tree trunk legs.
Well, yeah, because like you said, carrying around all that weight all day is like rucking nonstop.
Right.
24/7. Yeah. No shit.
Yep. Imagine having a 200-pound barbell on your back,
God.
like when you're doing squats, and you have to squat that every time you get up to go to the bathroom.
Oh my God, yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm not the only one that's confused. Okay, it says, think many fans of Dr. Ted, including me, might be a bit confused by this message. How does one define hard cardio every day with an additional 5 miles of walking, approximately 10K steps, and only 2 days of resistance training? He says this would be cardio that pushes you way out of your comfort zone, short of breath, sweating, And resistance training can be more than 2 times a week. That's just the bare minimum. Cardio and walking can also be higher. These are the minimum recommendations. Yeah. And then he says, somebody else says, I think that's a tough ask, Ted. Activity, 10,000 steps. Okay. Twice a week. High intensity training HIIT training.
High intensity training, although it's supposed to be high intensity interval
training. Yeah. 2 eyes, right? Yep. 30 minutes hard cardio per day. Not going to happen. No, need to talk about that necessity. And then he says, try it.
30 minutes of hard cardio a day. I do it.
Yeah.
It's CrossFit.
And he said, somebody else says 30 minutes of cardio or hard cardio for what? And he says, improve every aspect of your health and prevent a ton of chronic degenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's, dementia.
It's talking to you. The last time you did hard cardio.
Oh, cardio?
Cardio.
Hardio, trademark, 2022. Koth Sculpt Industries.
Hey, speaking of, sidebar, I saw a gym that talks that their sole purpose in life is to give you big booty, like glutes.
Oh, okay.
And that's all he does. Women and men come in and they say, you want that big shapely bubble butt?
Right.
That's all we do for your session is work on your ass.
Wow. So it's just all glutes and
just like glute bridges and squats and leg press and all this bandage shit. And people are just like fit people are in there just going, oh my God, my ass is on fire. And it's working.
Oh yeah.
And I was,
what do you focus on? Grows, right?
Exactly. But last night we were doing the warm up at CrossFit, and Mel would have been mad at me if she was in class, but she wasn't there because there was a bunch of other women in the class, and they all started laughing. But Mel would have got mad because it was inappropriate. But I was telling this story about this gym that just focuses on booty gains, and I said I'm going to open one in Fargo. You know what I'm going to call it? Butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
Where are you going? I'm going to do butt stuff.
That's good. Well, we need it up here.
She wouldn't have liked it. She would have laughed and then got in the car and been, "You're a pig."
A lot of these Scandinavians are not known for giant shapely asses.
No.
So we could use all the help we can get.
Right.
I saw this other article. Okay, this is kind of interesting here. Speaking of keto.
Oh, this is super common.
Yeah, okay, so headline is Keto diet may ease symptoms of multiple sclerosis, boosting mood and energy, studies suggest. Now, I've seen this anecdotally in all the, I'll just say low carb or carb restricted groups, because whether that's carnivore or keto, I mean, the thing that they have in common is restriction of carbs, right? So really
And calories.
And calories.
Because carbs are calories.
Well, true. But like in carnivore, for instance, I mean, the reason you get less calories ingested is just because of the high satiety per calorie.
Mm-hmm. You're just not hungry.
Right.
But some people get that from fiber.
True. So, but anyways, in the keto and carnivore groups, you know, the thing in common is low carb. So what they say is multiple sclerosis is a chronic illness in which the immune system attacks the central nervous system. Now, there's a lot of this, like I said, anecdotally, immune system stuff. You know, whether it's like the autoimmune diseases, like the arthritises,
Hashimoto's,
anything that's inflammation related. You know, and I've said this myself. Like whenever I am strict, my like plantar fasciitis goes away.
Right.
You know, all that stuff. And then it says a small study suggests a low carb, high fat keto diet could help ease symptoms for people with MS. Keto dieters with MS reported better mood, more energy, and improved ability to handle daily tasks like walking. And if I had one of those autoimmune diseases, man, I'd be all over the shit. Mm-hmm. You know, and you think, you know, I don't know if I'd try it vegan.
I'd try anything.
I would, like if I wasn't having success on the other ones, but I would definitely look at all the people that have had, you know, anecdotal success.
Except fruitarian. I ain't doing that.
No.
Under any
that one is a death
circumstance.
sentence. I got in a wormhole the other day on YouTube watching parents raising their kids vegans, and there's this one lady called Anna in America. She's from Poland, and she's raising her kid like, well, here's the problem. Okay, you want to raise your kid vegan because of all the ethical and health and climate reasons that they claim, but what do kids prefer of the vegan options? Fruit. So her kid was freaking sickly looking to the point where like the authorities got involved.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah. And like, cause there was one picture of him reaching into the fridge and he's got like just a torso looks like this and like little legs. And the dude's like, you know, 2 or something. And you're like, God, this dude needs some breast milk and some protein because kids, you know, sure, an adult can possibly be healthy on a vegan diet with all the right supplementation and being super diligent about hitting all the nutrient levels, right? But a kid, they're going to go, I want the banana.
Right.
You know, they just want the banana and the berries.
Yep.
I mean, they're not going to eat whatever, you know, stuff a healthy adult vegan. Plus, you know, the healthy adults have already had decades of growth that probably wasn't created by being vegan. So
surprised that in those houses the kids don't like eat the dog.
If he could figure if he was strong enough to strangle it, he might have.
Right. Yeah, he's too weak. Yeah. It's gonna be the other way around.
Oh, and then I saw another one that really we're getting in a rabbit hole here, but you know who Mayim Balak is? She was on she was Blossom.
Oh yeah,
in the 80s, and then she hosts Jeopardy now, and she's a neurosurgeon.
She's super smart.
Super smart, but she's hardcore vegan and raising her kids vegan, and the rationalizations they use are insane to me. She literally says, yes, my kids are much smaller, but that's only because they don't have the hormones that all the other standard American diet kids have, like from milk and stuff. So because, they're not drinking the dairy and they're not getting the hormones, that's why her kids are small. When really the reason is they're malnourished.
Yeah.
But she explains it away as they don't have those evil hormones. And she's, right. Well, and she is very intelligent. That's what's interesting.
So she's convincing. When
Very convincing.
Yeah.
I watched the YouTube video going, if I didn't know better, I would 100% buy this.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yep.
I mean, so it's, and she's like hardcore. Her kids are vegan. Like when they go to birthday parties, they don't eat the cake. She sends like whatever the approved vegan snack is with them. So they have a little thing in a Ziploc while the other kids are eating cake because it's, verboten. Anyways.
I was laughing because you said, I was watching it and she's super smart and it sounded good. If I didn't know better, I'd subscribe to that.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I think occasionally when I listen to the anti-vaxxers on YouTube.
Oh, we're not going down that hole.
No, we don't have time. I got a long drive ahead of me.
Okay. So anyways, back to this. Okay. So the low carb now, and I'm just trying to, get the big picture here. To me, it seems like the carb restriction is what is the benefit seen by all these different anecdotal stories and things that are not anecdotal, like these studies here.
Well, people and the health professionals who are against low carb will tell you that this is all true. This is all 100% true. But do you have MS?
Right.
That's their argument.
Well, because
they won't refute this.
Right. But like the origins of carb restriction were for epilepsy, right?
Yes, in kids. Yep.
That's where they first discovered that was the thing
the
that
keto. Yeah.
That was the thing that
kids with epilepsy on a ketogenic diet had no seizures.
But isn't that like a huge light bulb? Like, why isn't that? Yeah. Like if it benefits this percentage of the population, why wouldn't that translate to everyone? Really?
Part of the argument that seems super common sense is the same as the diabetes argument, where, if you're type 2 or type 1, you really have to watch your carb intake.
But if you're not, then...
But if you're not, you're fine. Your pancreas is producing insulin, you're good.
Or it's almost like if you don't have an allergy.
Right.
If you don't have a peanut allergy, you don't need to avoid peanuts. Go ahead, go nuts.
Right. But the counter argument is, why wait till you have type 2?
Well, right.
Just do it
From
now.
our perspective,
right.
We're saying...
Why tax your pancreas now?
Well, right. But that's our argument. But the people that are the pro-carb people, I'm trying to think how to, they don't think it's a binary, like it's either going to trigger or not. We just think it's a matter of scale, right? It's the dose.
Right.
For us, it's the dose.
Dose and a matter of time.
Yeah, in a matter of time.
A matter of time before your pancreas goes, fuck it, I'm done. I'm done shooting insulin.
But their argument is if you're not allergic to something, it doesn't matter how much you eat of it.
Right.
So they think it's never going to get there. And we're saying it's just a matter of time or dose or both.
Right.
Whereas I look at it like smoking. Yeah, you can get away with, not everybody that smokes gets lung cancer, but the more you smoke, the more likely, and it's really about reducing your odds. Their argument is if you're not allergic to cigarettes, you won't get lung cancer ever, no matter how many you smoke.
Right.
And that's what they think with carbs and sugar and everything else.
Right.
So that's the question is, are there people that no matter how much, it's, or just not specific people, but just the population in general, is it everyone that will eventually get there or most people, Mm-hmm. So that's really the determination you have to make for yourself is, am I just one of the lucky ones or...
Oh, and the shitty part is...
you always say, am I just playing with the house's money now?
Right, right. Well, and that's the shitty part is they'll say, fine, you win. I'm going to just eat the hell out of carbs.
Right.
And then all of a sudden one day you're like, oh, my glucose is super high. I'm not producing insulin. You're going to have to take insulin. You're type 2 diabetic.
Yep.
And then I'll go back to that person who said I could eat carbs.
And go, heh.
And say, I thought I could eat carbs. Well, your pancreas decided otherwise. Right. Well, I fucking told you that in the beginning.
Right.
I told you that my pancreas was going to quit.
Yep.
Well, there's no way of knowing that. I did.
Right.
I was right.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I mean,
and then what are they out? Oh, tough hop.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sucks for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they're the ones selling the insulin, then they're
golden.
Then they're good for life. So that's just I just see a lot of evidence for the carb restricted approach being beneficial to these autoimmune conditions. So this is just another one of those.
Oh, you just give me a headache thinking about all the people who have said to me, Keto, what do you have, epilepsy? You know that's what it was originally for. Shut up.
I say that as a good thing.
I know, but people are like, they're like I'm supposed to go, oh my God, you're so smart. Fuck, everyone knows that. Shut up.
I see that as like they stumbled on it and like, holy shit, that's beneficial.
They did. Yep.
Just like when you discover, like how Viagra came to be.
I don't know that.
It was
story.
for something completely different. Like something other
Usually
vascular
is.
thing,
Yeah.
it was like for, I don't know, blood clots or whatever.
Sure.
Or eye problems or something. And all of a sudden everybody had taken it was like, doing,
I told
Where's
them I was
that one?
going to get that.
No. Yeah, they're all.
We got to use this more.
I know. I forget where they're at. Yeah, that's probably.
I do too. There's too many toggles back and forth.
Everybody that took the medicine was. So they're like, you know what people really want? Like, screw all this seeing crap.
Right.
Who cares about vision?
Right.
It's all about the.
I told Mel I was going to get some of that. She just laughed and laughed.
Oh, Viagra.
She's like, that's the last thing you need.
Well, if you just eat some more of the Hulk juice pre-workout, I mean, I'm surprised it doesn't say your dick will get bigger. They stop just short of saying that. But they do dance around the libido, your test, test libido in the bedroom, your, I don't know, they use all these euphemisms to basically say your dick gonna work good.
Yeah, and your dick doesn't work good. It's because you're fat.
Right. Exactly. That's another thing. You lose a bunch of weight, you gain at least another couple inches. Come on now.
Well, it's because you no longer have a dicky do. Your gut doesn't hang lower than your dicky do.
I've seen. I can't even. I'm not even going to repeat it.
Okay, good. Your filter's getting better, by the way.
It is. Yeah. I mean, you said anti-vax, and I just went around it.
Right over.
I went right over around the pothole.
Yep. Right. Just
normally I'd be down on the bottom of it going, help, get me out of here.
You just drove right around the barricade that the sheriff put up because he said don't drive on the icy roads. And you said you can't tell me what.
Speaking of icy roads, I thought I was invincible. I'm invincible. Okay, I took my snowblower over to a flip house we're working on.
Oh yeah,
and I've lifted it in and out of my minivan 1,000 times, right? And it's a deadlift, okay?
That sounds super redneck, white trashy. I put my snowblower in my minivan.
Well, how else am I going to go over there and
gasoline all over the carpet?
Do snow removal at a flip? I mean, you got to
get a trailer or a truck. Need a pickup truck.
I got 3 kids. Can't be having no trucks.
That's your.
You got to think practical.
That's your fault.
You only got 1 kid. You can like stick them in the middle on the bench seat.
She's 19.
And she moved out.
Yeah.
I got 3 kids I got to haul around. Anywho.
That's your fault.
So I lifted this thing 1,000 times, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's not, I'm not trying to act like a hero here. It's not like a full size, 10 horse giant, $1,000. It's like the $400, clean the sidewalk snowblower. Yep. So it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
100-ish, 100 plus pounds, whatever. It's nothing major, but most guys probably couldn't lift it, and it's an awkward lift because there's no way to do it without bending over. So it's it's a deadlift.
Unless you can get the front end up into the van and then lift the arms.
I can't. It's too high.
Yeah.
So I have to reach down, grab the front and the back, bent over, lift it, deadlift it. It's the only way to do it. I mean, I've tried, So I've done this a million times. And then, I went and snow blew, if that's the past tense of snow blow.
I think it's blowed.
Get home, open up the back, reach in, grab it like I've done a million times, and went, oh shit. Right?
That lightning bolt.
Oh my God.
The electric shock.
It wasn't that. It was I could tell it was muscle. It wasn't like spine. Like it wasn't like disc compression. It was like to the, just like
that lumbar.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I had a gig that night and I was like, I'm gonna have to cancel. I can't walk. Like I was effed up.
You foam rolled it, right?
I didn't know what I was doing. I was like a little laid on the floor.
Foam roll that shit up.
I laid on the floor. I mean, I was like walking around like, all gingerly, couldn't go up and down stairs, massive pain. It still hurts. Like when I still do and this was Saturday, so it's, 5 days ago, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, this has never happened. What do I do? So eventually it just gotten, slightly. Have you ever totally torqued your back like that?
Oh, dude, I fucking threw my back out vacuuming. I laid on the floor until Mel got home for like 3 hours.
Vacuuming.
Yeah.
So it's not even like a hero injury of like giant weight or anything.
No.
It's just the way that you're.
Just the
way you move.
Moved awkwardly and didn't brace.
Right.
You got to brace your core.
I think that's where I effed up because I just kind of, what's the word? Like carelessly, like yanked it out of there. Ugh.
What I like to use in the weightlifting world, it's not braced. You didn't lift with intention.
Right. It was more like, I'll grab this.
You have to be intentional.
Yeah. I got to really set up.
Yeah, right.
Better.
Right.
Because I noticed because then I couldn't help load in at the gig.
Oh.
So, but I could squat and I could still carry like really heavy with my arms.
Yep.
But anything bent over was like, instantly. Yep. So I literally have people hand me stuff and then I could farmer carry.
So now you have to go in flexion.
Yeah.
And stretch like a seal stretch on the floor.
Oh my God. So, and I found this article, which is kind of interesting because it talks about the difference between a pull and a sprain. Okay. Now I didn't know there was a difference really. Mm-hmm. So even it says it could happen during a game of golf while cleaning the garage or even on the dance floor or vacuuming.
Or snow blowed.
Right. So we tend to refer to any soft tissue pain in the back as a pulled back muscle. We're really talking about two different kinds of injuries, strains and sprains. Okay. So one of these is muscle related and one is a ligament. That's the difference.
Oh.
So if you're experiencing a back strain, it means you twisted, pulled, or torn the muscle or tendon that supports your spine. If you stretch a muscle too much, it can cause small tears in the muscle fibers. A sprain, on the other hand, occurs when you stretch a ligament too far or tear it. Mm. Ligaments are the fibrous tissue that connects your bones at your joints.
Yep.
So a little bit of point of clarification there. I didn't know that was a thing, but strain is a muscle. Sprain is when the ligament is involved. So I think this is definitely a strain that I have because of no movement issues or like pain except for when I try to engage that muscle. And it just has that soreness of, like you overworked a muscle. So,
and there's really no ligaments there.
Right, exactly. It says, in fact, the pain can be so excruciating. Some people are convinced they've done something terrible to their back and they'll need surgery. Right away, I was that guy because I'd never been injured before. So I was like,
really?
I'm going to need a wheelchair.
Okay.
I can't play in the band. I'm useless. I was like just completely overdramatic about it instantly because I never get injured.
Right.
It says the good news is you definitely won't need surgery. Pulled muscles in the back, whether a strain or a sprain, usually heal within days or weeks on their own.
For sure.
And I did know that, like with a little bit of research, I realized nothing but time is gonna cure this thing. But here's the trick: is how do I know when can I lift again? You know what I mean? Because if I pulled it, I don't want to re-injure it. When can I trust kind of lifting heavy with that motion again?
When you're pain free.
So that's the key.
Yep.
Oh, God. It sucked though.
But you have to work it.
Yeah.
You have to foam roll it and stretch it.
And I didn't.
Or go get a massage or cupping or.
And I did kind of a modified workout so I could still not miss any days working out. But I just didn't do like my bent over dumbbell rows, the things where I was like anything bent over just because it was just too awkward and I couldn't get any weight that way anyways. But everything else was fine. Like I even was squatting and bench pressing and all that was fine. But like the first day when I started to do chin-ups the next day, Even just like the limited amount your back and legs move when you're doing chin-ups.
Oh, you'll feel when you do your cheater.
Oh my God.
Your cheater curls too.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. So, man, but I was thinking, when you get injured, it can totally screw up your whole fitness regime. You know, you're off track until you're better, basically.
And here's the problem of when I said wait till when you're pain free. The problem is if you don't, then you unconsciously will start overcompensating.
Right.
And then it will lead to actual injuries, not just to
because you're kind of lifting scared.
You're lifting scared, or you're going like this, and you don't know you're going like this.
Because you're favoring it.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
That's why my Achilles, when I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then the whole time, I was like, stay off that.
You're hyper aware of it.
And I wasn't hyper aware.
Oh.
My body was.
Oh.
My body was still in protection
it was just
mode.
Doing it on its own.
And I didn't know it was until someone videotaped me squatting, and they're like, look at you. And I watched the video of me squatting, and I'm like.
You're totally like leaning Tower of Dewey.
Yeah. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm still really favoring that right side. So then I went strictly into isometric, just like Bulgarian split squats, just single leg shit.
Right.
Which I still to this day do because I still favor the good side.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because the surgically like $1 million
should be like Iron Man.
Yeah, the $10 million man. It's way stronger. This Achilles is bulletproof now.
Right.
And then I'm overusing this one. So it's gonna go.
Yeah. So
but yeah, just be healthy, be smart, listen to your body.
So shout out to all the other injured people. That was my first go around and I did not enjoy it. Never broken a bone or anything in my life. Now I just jinxed myself, knock on wood.
That's really weird. Yeah. But you know what though? Welcome to the club. Because if you're not having setbacks every once in a while, you're not going hard enough.
Yeah.
You're just not.
You know, and the funny thing is literally every time I lifted it, in the back of my mind I go, this probably isn't smart.
And it's hard to like a deadlift where you lock your shoulders back.
You have to be bent over.
Well, your shoulders are locked and you're hinging at the hips. You're not bending at the back. You're not rounding. You're doing all the things right to protect your back. It's not a barbell. It's a snowblower.
Yeah, it's awkward.
You're like this, and you're out over whether you want to or not.
Twisted too.
Yeah.
Twisted because I was pulling it out of the minivan, so I have to stand next to it and twist.
Yep.
That's why I only feel it on the one side. Because just the way I yanked it was just,
Yeah, and I wouldn't, with anything over 100 pounds, I wouldn't twist ever.
No.
And under any circumstance.
Yeah, so now I got to figure out a better way to, because my uncle called. He's like, hey, we're going down to the cities for a state championship. It snows on Friday. Can you snowblow my walk? And I'm like, shit.
Used to be able to.
Right? It's like, I think I'll be calling somebody with a truck.
A week ago.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it screws up your whole existence.
It's harder to get in the truck, though, because it's that much higher.
Yeah. Right. But you got to think about all this shit. You're like, oh, I used to just throw it in and go. Now I'm like, do I got to hire a guy to go snow blow his house?
Just need a 2x6.
Or go over there with a friggin' shovel.
2x6.
Because I can still shovel.
Just get a plank.
Yeah.
Walk it up.
All right. Well,
yeah,
we're going to wrap it up there, everybody. Make sure you send emails to info@fitandfurious.com. Let's hear your injury stories. How'd you recover? What happened? Make sure you watch us on YouTube. You got to see all these charts and stuff we're bringing up. You got to watch all these crazy ass ads. Make sure you listen anywhere audio podcasts are found: Apple, Google, Spotify, etc. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review, and share. Support the show at FuriousMerch.com. You can get the Do You Even Beauty Hydro Beta
hydroxybutyrate.
Do you even, bro? Do you even?
Do you even do that thing, bro?
Do you even do it?
All right, do you even do that words, bro?
Words. All right, guys. We will see you next week.
You need a salve.